Today on Karamo,
I'm so confused.
the accusations have shattered this family.
You are not my daughter, and you know it.
Oh, you sure you're a black girl because you don't have a butt? He still says it to this day.
Now she wants to find out if this man
Your mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
is her father.
He has
you're lying.
threatened to slap me in my face.
You're lying.
That's why I don't.
What will the DNA truth reveal?
This is the DNA truth. You have waited 51 years.
Plus, two shocking confessions,
He had a whole nother family? Okay, and you
That
had
I
no
did
idea.
not know about.
two phones unlocked, and something will happen that has never happened before.
Rhonda is 51 years old and spent her entire life believing Donnie was her father, up until 2 weeks ago, when she got a text from him saying he has doubts that he was her dad. Rhonda's world has been turned upside down, and today we're solving a 51-year-old DNA mystery. Let's meet Rhonda to hear her side of this story. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Can I have a hug?
Yes.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, you look great. Hold on, I saw receipts, girl. What's on the receipt? What's on? What is it? I saw it in your hand.
You want to see this?
Yeah.
This is 51 years of my daddy starting to be in my life, want to be in my life, but not good enough to sign my birth certificate.
So copy the birth certificate. He never would have signed it.
Never signed it.
So what prompted him to send this text?
He's delusional.
So you've known your father your entire life, your potential father, your entire life.
I've known him my entire life.
And so he sent this text, I want a DNA test, please respond. And you said, please stop harassing me.
Please stop harassing me.
Yeah.
You have harassed me for 51 years, and you harassed me again 3 weeks ago with that text message.
And you have no idea what you're saying. Stop your nonsense and quit trying to act so innocent. That's why you don't have peace. So if you ignore me about the DNA, then I will know you are not my daughter, and you know it.
I should have ignored him.
How did it make you feel that he has doubts after all this time?
Because he's delusional. And I don't have no idea why he wants to keep stirring up things, just harassing me. He left when I was 6.
Okay.
He brought me a bike and did not return until I was 19 years old so he could avoid paying child support.
Really?
That hurt me.
Yeah.
Going through my whole life, my adolescence years, a child, an infant, and not having their father. Imagine that.
And so what was your...
I love my daddy.
I'm sorry, yeah. You loved him still, even though that happened.
Even today, I still love my daddy because that's the only father I know.
So tell me about your relationship after you turned 19.
So he pretended to be in my life until he realized that, wow, this is parenting. Well, this is a lot. And he disappeared again. I asked for him to walk me down the aisle because I was getting married, and he said he would not. That is a girl's dream, for a father to be there and walk her down the aisle. I didn't have anybody else.
Why does he think you're not his, though?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
Has he ever given you any reason, any justification, anything?
So in our hometown, he did mention something about, I don't think she's my daughter. But he had 51 years to prove that.
Yeah.
But now you want to do it?
I just don't understand what's going on here, because if I really thought you were my daughter, I'm just going to be gone. That's just it.
He knows that he's my father, and he just want to keep denying it, coming in and out my life, causing pain, harassing me all the time. He has harassed me when I was 6. He has harassed me when I was 19, trying to hit on me, my friends, my girlfriends. Yes.
He tried to hit on you?
He tried to hit on me by saying things like, oh, you're so beautiful. Do you believe you're my daughter? Because if you weren't, I would date you. Oh, do you believe you're my daughter? Because you're a little darky.
One scandalous accusation.
Rhonda is a lot.
We have Donnie's wife, Margot, in the audience today.
I'm just sitting here like in shock.
What will the DNA truth reveal?
This is 51 years of my daddy starting to be in my life, want to be in my life, but not good enough to sign my birth certificate. He knows that he's my father, and he just want to keep denying it, coming in and out my life, trying to hit on me. Yes.
He tried to hit on you?
He tried to hit on me. Oh, you're so beautiful. Do you believe you're my daughter? Because if you weren't, I would date you.
How old were you when that happened?
I was 19. That's when he came in my life, and he has set it up to this day.
That
That's
if
why I
you-
don't go over his house anymore.
That that he would date you if
He
you were
would
his
date
daughter.
me. Yes. He would date me.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. So he treated you like you were a girlfriend, or like you could be one of his girlfriends?
Yes, like one of his women. Yeah. Yeah.
So at some point, did you move in with him?
No. Well, I did.
Okay.
It was temporary move-in. I had lost my job.
What age were you?
Wow. Maybe like 32.
Okay, 32.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I needed my dad.
Yeah.
I could have went to my the town that I wanted to go to officially, but my son was still in school, so he had to finish his school year, and I didn't want to abrupt him and take him to where we were going to end up being, right?
Yeah.
2 months, my dad bangs on the door. I mean, like the cops, right? And I'm like, wow, what is going on? 6 o'clock in the morning, wakes me out of my sleep and says, I want you and your kid, his grandkids, always refer to them as your kids. I want you out of my house. All because of $83, what is that called? Garbage disposal. My son's young, he was washing dishes, and the rag fell in there, and he turned on a garbage disposal, and it broke. I didn't have a job, and he wanted me to go out and get a Minute Maid job that pay you hourly so I can pay for that dishwasher. He kicked us out, and I needed him. He's never been there. He criticized me about, oh, do you believe you're my daughter? You know, because you're a little darky. Darky. It's, oh, you sure you're a black girl because you don't have a butt?
He said those things to you.
He still says it to this day. He's so creepy to be around.
Yeah. Well, your mom says he is your father.
Yes, I believe my mom.
Yeah. So when was the last time you've seen him?
In 2020, I visited him. It was a great visit. I thought, finally,
Yeah.
after all these years, I have him back. We hugged it out. We cried it out. We hugged it out, cried it out. And he gave me $10,000. And I said, thank you. You don't know how much this is life-changing for me and my kids.
Yeah.
And I'm due it. You never paid child support to my mother. I am due it. You're overdue.
Yeah.
But thank you. This will make up for lost time.
Yes.
And I thought that he was genuine. Genuine, I really did. Until I counted the money. He was short $2,000. But I didn't say anything, as I have not said anything over the years.
So what happened to the relationship after that?
So, again, it was just a token to say, hey, I want to move closer to you. How can you help me? How can you? All my life, all he has done was use me and use me.
So he lives near you now?
Yes, he moved in the town that I live in the city I live in. Yeah.
So, and he asked you for help to move him near you?
Yes, he wanted to stay at my house until he found a house.
So again, I'm so confused. Anybody else in here confused? Because if I'm not your child, leave me alone. Right?
I said the same thing. Yeah. If I am not your child, why did you leave it to me to pick out a home for you? And then he says, oh, and then Margot.
Who, Margot?
Margot's his new wife.
Okay.
Okay. So I said, okay, here we go again with the betrayal. You made it sound like this was going to be me and my kids and you.
Got it.
And now Margot.
We have Donnie's wife, Margot, in the audience today. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. How do you feel about what she said?
Very shocked and surprised. Some things she's saying I have no idea about or
Okay.
never heard of.
Please tell me. What?
The things about him coming on to her and trying to, be with her and
Margot married him twice. She can have him, okay?
I'm just sitting here like in shock.
Yeah. But can I ask you this, as his wife that he's been with twice now, like that you've been in, why come in and out of her life?
Margot has not been in his life long enough to understand how he has treated me. Like I said, she married him twice. She was looking for him. Not a man to be a father to his children, but to be a husband to her.
No, that's not true, Rhonda. No, that's not true.
That's how
I have two children of my own. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but no, I have always talked to my husband and told him, you need to work out a relationship with Rhonda because all the strife and animosity, it's horrible. It's not right.
Did you know that she advocates for you when you're not around? Do you believe that?
I have even Rhonda, you and I have even spoken, and I have told you, Rhonda, you guys need to come together.
Miss Margot, out of all respect, and I'm going to respect her, because how many days we apart? I think 5 days.
Oh, in age.
So is it 5 days, 10 years? I don't know, it's close. He likes younger women. Margot, he has not been there, and you know that.
Thank you so much, Margot. I appreciate your perspective. Well, it's time to hear Donnie's side of this story. So everyone, let's welcome Donnie to the show. How you doing? So, Donnie, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about, take a seat for me, sir. How do you feel about what was said?
She's sitting up here talking half-truths.
Okay.
The real truth of the matter is, Rhonda is a liar. Your mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
The accusations have shattered this family.
Oh,
He has
you're lying.
threatened to slap me in my face.
You're lying.
That's why.
Now she wants to find out if this man is her father.
This is the day of truth. You have waited 51 years.
Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosey Now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
So he lives near you now?
Yes, he moved in the city I live in. If I am not your child, why did you leave it to me to pick out a home for you?
We have Donnie's wife, Margot, in the audience today.
I have always talked to my husband and told him, you need to work out a relationship with Rhonda.
Margot, he has not been there, and you know that.
Donnie, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about what was said?
Rhonda is a liar. Her mother has told me she's a liar.
But can I ask you this, sir? Do you agree that you denied her, saying that sometimes you were her father and sometimes you weren't? Is that a true statement?
It might have occurred every now and then.
Okay, so that's a yes.
Thank you.
So yes.
Thank you.
So
Thank
yes, there's been times that you have doubted the paternity. Yes.
I got a reason for doubting the paternity.
What was that reasoning?
There are several reasons. First of all, the timeline just don't add up.
Okay.
You didn't have your 3 minutes of fame, okay?
And
I was born in
wait
September.
a minute.
The man
I want to hear. I want to hear his timeline.
Now let me have my say. Our mom and I, we had an encounter. What I can best recollect happened in June
How
of
old were you?
1971.
How old were you at the time?
About 19.
19 years old. Okay.
Okay.
So you weren't ready to be a parent.
I wasn't ready to be a parent. And so then next thing you know, she tells me she's pregnant somewhere around about 6 months later. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? And at that time, back then, that's what we said.
I understand.
Okay. So we left it alone. My name was never put on the birth certificate.
We know that.
And at the same time, the timeline just didn't add up.
And what was that timeline? Just
Well, I don't recall having any encounters with her mom in January. So the timeline just didn't add up.
Got
I
it.
spoke to my mom yesterday, and she said,
I don't care if you spoke to your mom, because number one, a mom can say anything. Your
Let
mom,
me talk.
your
I'll let you
mama's
talk.
baby, daddy's maybe.
let-
The bottom line,
I'll
I'll let you talk. So, but
You
know
sent
what?
me a
Let
text
me talk.
message at
Let me
51.
talk. Let me talk.
You had plenty
And the
enough
reason why
time
you got
to
that
get this
text
DNA
message, the reason
when
why you
I
got,
asked for $3,000.
wait a minute, hold up.
If you
I
just
should
said
have got
you
I
was
should
my
have got
daddy.
it before you asked for 10,000.
No, I didn't ask you for any money.
No,
you gave that
wait
to
a
me.
minute.
You just sit here
Well,
and
hold
said
up.
you took me
You
back to the
went down-
bedroom and you
wait,
gave me
hold up.
$10,000.
Hold up.
I didn't ask you for anything.
Hold up.
I don't
You
need
have
anything
asked.
from you.
No,
Because you're my father, and what parent doesn't ask?
Wait a minute, hold up.
I don't need anything from you.
If I'm such a
And that's
father,
why you want
wouldn't
to
have
have
spent
this
10
DNA
years
test.
down in Houston.
And I never called
didn't
you.
Call. Oh, thank you. You
Because
said
I
you never
don't
called.
need you.
Well, thank you. You don't
You
need
followed me to Texas.
Oh, hold up here.
I didn't follow you.
Hold up. Well, ain't no
You
following.
followed. Yes,
ain't
you
no
did.
following.
You asked me to pick out your house.
But I
I ain't
understand
got
that.
to follow you nowhere.
But that
You did.
text, the text that says, this text.
That was just a mind game, because
And
Rhonda
that's
likes
what he
Rhonda
has
likes
been
to
doing
see.
the
that's
whole life,
exactly
playing
what
mind
it
games,
is.
playing mind games.
But that's what has happened to her entire life.
No, it ain't.
Absolutely.
No, it ain't. No,
Yes,
it ain't.
it is.
No, it ain't.
And
You know
but
what
sir,
I believe?
asked- okay,
Wait a
tell
minute.
me,
this,
sir.
This is
Please
what I
have
believe.
him sit down
This is what I
because this
believe.
makes me nervous.
You ain't
I
gotta be
have went
nervous.
to his
You ain't
house
gotta be nervous.
several times.
So this is my question for you. I got two questions. And the first one, and I just need a yes or no. She made allegations that she said that you would hit on her.
She's a lie.
Okay, so you feel
Because
like
I
you did
always
not.
complimented. She's a beautiful girl. Okay? Why can't I, wait a minute, hold
He
on.
has called
Hold
me
on.
a bitch.
Oh,
He
now
has
you're lying.
threatened to slap me in my face.
You're lying.
That's why I don't go over your house.
You're
That's
lying.
why you stand up.
You're lying.
I'm
You're
intimidated
lying.
by you.
You're
Yes,
lying.
No. So are we here for
Wait a
DNA,
minute.
or are we here to
Wait,
continue to
wait a
insult
minute
me?
now.
I think it's time because in this envelope is the DNA truth. This is the DNA truth. You have waited 51 years for this answer. So this is your truth to open.
Why
This
she
is your
get to open
truth.
it?
It's her truth. She's a child.
I'm the one to ask for it.
It's her truth. It's her truth to know if this is your father or not.
Just listen to him today. It reminds me of so much pain that I've felt over the years. I have been disrespected, dragged
Drag.
over and over again. He has been in and out of my life over. I can't heal this pain in my heart until I see if he really is my dad. Maybe he will change of how he treated me. But if he's not my father, then that makes sense because he has treated me like trash my whole life. He has never been there. He's always been inconsistent and in and out. This hurts. And just knowing that this is a lot, it may not mean anything to y'all, but it means everything to me. It means that I have an identity. It means that I know where I come from, even if he chooses to deny me. But right here's the truth. You will never deny me again.
It's your truth to open.
They've dealt with years of drama because he wasn't there, but is he actually her father? Find out next. Plus, two shocking confessions,
He had a whole nother family? Okay, and you had no idea.
not know about.
two phones unlocked, and something will happen that has never happened before.
Do you agree that you denied her, saying that sometimes you were her father and sometimes you weren't? Is that a true statement?
It might have occurred every now and then. The timeline just didn't add up. Your
Let
mom,
me talk.
your
I'll let you
mama's
talk.
baby, daddy's maybe.
So are we here for
Wait a minute,
DNA, or are we here to continue to insult me?
In this envelope is the DNA truth.
It may not mean anything to y'all, but it means everything to me. Yeah, I knew it. He is my father.
Now, what you gonna do about it?
And I want him to sign this paper.
You want to sign a birth certificate?
I want 51 years. I have went through life without his name on my birth certificate, where he could have found me and done this his own. But he refused to. But today you're going to sign it. What?
Give me that one. Can I say this much?
Yeah, you can.
Before I sign this piece of paper, that means a lot to me. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way you want to talk to me. I'm not your boyfriend. You need to learn some kind of way where we both can get along with one another without you lashing out at me. Stop the lies. I wasn't always there in your younger years, but I was there when you needed me, when you told me you needed me.
So, can I tell you something, sir? And this is not to invalidate the things that you did do when you were there. Because I understand the doubt and the pain you probably felt as a young man. I'm sure at 19 there was people in your life that probably made you feel like this couldn't be your child. And I know when you have conflicting feelings in your heart, especially as a young man, and also the time, 1970s, the way things are different from now on.
Differently than it is now.
They are, and I understand that, and I respect that. But in this moment, even in that speech, you said, I'm sorry for those years as a child I was not there. And this is what I need you to understand, is that those are formative years that dictate a child's attitude, mental health, the way they see their self-esteem, self-worth, way they see how they're going to be able to interact in the world, how she picks relationships. A lot of that is dictated by those early years, 1 through 18, 1 through 25, and if a father or a mother is present and if they're healthy. And so, yes, you were there later, you came with some money here and there, but those years when she needed to figure out, am I secure? Does someone love me? Is, if a boy treats me a certain way, is someone there to protect me and tell me I deserve better than that? You were not there. And what she deserves in this moment, on top of that paper being signed, is a sorry. Not a scolding about her disrespectful ways now that were a direct result of you not being there. Can you give her that?
I can give you that wholeheartedly if you just scoot over a little bit. You scoot over a little bit. I'm gonna scoot over towards you. Yeah. You went, baby. You finished scolding. I asked her if she finished scolding me and beating me down.
I need for you to sign.
Okay. Right here. Mm-hmm. Donnie. There you go, baby.
Thank you.
I'll tell you this. The beauty of what has happened here is she hasn't given up hope of having a relationship with her father. And I know from, even though you were inconsistent, there is love in your heart for her. And there is healing that can happen here. And I think y'all can get that for each other.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I believe we can. And like I said, I'm sorry I wasn't there for all the younger years, but I certainly tried to be there for you for the rest of your life.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Listen, friends, stay with us. We'll be right back with me. You thought you had found your Mr. Right.
I fell for this man.
She wants to see what will be found in his phone.
I found out that you still dealing with your ex.
Why didn't you tell her about your family?
She played this innocent role, but she is so messy.
2 phones will be unlocked. And what happens is something no one expected.
My guest Briana says when she met Jamal, they fell in love and everything was perfect until she found out he had a secret family from his ex. Jamal swears the relationship with his ex is over, and we're unlocking his phone to get answers. Please welcome Briana to hear her side of the story. How are you? You look beautiful.
How are
Have a
you?
hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Come on, work. You look good.
Thank you.
So I'm sure you thought you had found your Mr. Right.
Yes, I thought I did, apparently.
How did you go from being his woman to being the other woman?
So apparently, it was some DMs. I got a DM text from another woman, and she basically was just saying that, you know, this is my man. We've been together for this, you know, long time.
How long in the beginning of the relationship this happened?
This was like 2 months.
2 months in. I'm gonna ask you clearly, why you stay?
I love Jamal. So my love for Jamal was very deep within those 2 months.
Yeah.
So once it got deep and my feelings was involved and my love was involved, I fell for this man. So he was my man.
And yeah, I get it. And things started going downhill from there?
Yes.
In what
very.
way?
So from that part, it's just it started like getting text messages from other women, DMs from the same ex, you know, repeatedly. Wasn't once, wasn't twice. It was more than just that.
So you getting her, the same ex that cussed you out,
Yes.
and then other women start popping up.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. Because do you think that these women could have just been making things up?
No, it
Okay.
can't be. If they sending me text messages, DMs, and
They're sending you the
letting
message
me
from
know,
him.
yes, letting me know, you know, this is what it is between me and Jamal, and this is what's going on.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have any of those messages?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Do you have my phone? Where's my phone?
Can we
I
bring out
can
her
show
phone?
you.
I like to see receipts, you know.
Yes.
Let me see what they're over here talking about.
Yes. So here we have, if you can see, Karamo. So the first one is just her,
You feeling some
the
type of
ex
way
just letting
before
me
you
know
I don't
that.
want to. Your baby, that he just
Back
wants
and
to
forth, yes.
not have a great day after you drop that bomb.
Yes.
People get
And the
messy.
next one-
She gonna say all this stuff and then gonna say have a great day. No, girl, you get a life. Bitch, you did all that fake walking around the door and I spoke to your dumbass when you came, dumbass.
Yes.
And Jamal been worried about me. That's why he deleted the messages he sent me. Okay,
Yeah, so
he
she
spent
was
the
just-
night last night.
He did. It was basically a lot going on, so she decided to text me those messages.
Oh yeah, he busy.
Yes, and has been.
Has been busy.
Yes, very
Oh.
busy.
Okay, so what Jamal say about all these messages?
So Jamal just basically, he denied it.
Okay.
He denied it several times. Even with the proof being shown to him in front of his face, he would deny it.
Oh.
It's not the truth. That's not what happened. I was just vibing. I was just chilling. It wasn't nothing.
And y'all know what that's called, right? Y'all watch the show enough.
Yeah.
Gaslighting. Say it with me. Gaslighting. Thank you. Again, I'm gonna ask, why stay?
So I do have a 3-month-old.
Okay. That does change the situation.
Yes,
I
it
understand.
changed the situation.
It's
most
one thing for
definitely.
emotions,
Yes,
but now there's
emotions,
a baby.
feelings, it's a baby involved.
Okay.
And I'm not just doing it because of my child. It's because of my love as well that I have for him.
Got it. Okay. I understand. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your love for Jamal is?
Right now, it's an 8.
An
7, 7,
7,
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your love for yourself is?
It has been very low. I would say at least about a 4.
Okay. Okay. And what do you think the cause of that is?
The situation that I'm dealing with Jamal.
Got it. Okay. All right, then. Well, listen, I think it's time to meet Jamal and hear his side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Jamal to the show.
Why are you sitting on here telling them people lies like that? Like, why? Like,
it's
why
the
even?
truth.
No, you're not.
It's the truth.
You're not telling
It
the
is the
truth.
truth.
She sit here
It
and
is the
acting
truth.
so
It is
innocent
the
about
truth.
everything
It's the
when
truth.
she's
It's
a
the truth.
manipulative and a liar herself.
Oh,
So
how you
how?
doing, sir?
Who?
Okay.
How I'm the liar?
Okay.
Everything you do is a lie. You know how you started stuff. Be
So-
mad about
so
how I react on
What was she
things.
manipulating you about?
About everything. About her boyfriend her ex that she used to have,
Uh-huh.
and manipulate me on that
Okay, so
part
you're so
that
concerned about my ex that you found out what?
that you was still dealing with him, even though you was dealing with me in the beginning of our relationship, saying that it was over between them, but they would still communicate because he was still coming to the house, do all
Okay,
this
so that
extra.
was after. You tell
That
the
was
after
no-
parts. You're not telling
Actually-
from the beginning when I found out that you were still dealing with your ex. You had a whole
You
family.
still found that.
So you said that he had a whole nother family?
Yes.
Okay, and you
That
had
I
no
did
idea.
not know about. He was still living with this woman. So when she
So why
found
didn't
out
you
about
let me
me,
ask you, because I'm gonna get
No.
to I'm gonna get to your things as well. Why didn't you tell her about your family? Why didn't you tell her about this ex?
Me and the ex was going through a separation, and
I
didn't
respect
feel
that,
like,
but my question was, why didn't you tell her about the ex?
confessions will come out.
Did you or did you not have sex with her that day?
Yes, I did. Just like you had sex with your ex.
2 phones unlocked
There's now a child involved.
will all lead to one unbelievable situation.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Briana says when she met Jamal, they fell in love and everything was perfect until she found out he had a secret family. And we're unlocking his phone to get answers.
Got a DM text from another woman. And she basically was just saying that, you know, this is my man. We've been together for this, you know, long time.
Why'd you tell her about this ex?
Me and the ex was going through a separation, and I didn't
respect
feel
that,
like,
but my question was, why didn't you tell her about the ex?
because I didn't feel like it was necessary because we were going through a split.
How
and
was
I
it?
didn't want,
How was it?
I didn't want,
How was it necessary? I don't understand. Make it make sense. If I'm
It
dealing
does.
with you, we in a relationship. You told me we're in a relationship.
Yes.
How you think that wasn't necessary to inform
Manly- I
me that
wasn't
you
manly
still had
enough
a
to
family
tell her
on the
that.
side?
Okay,
It
well,
wasn't
still
no
was
full- it
living
wasn't-
with
it wasn't
your
no
ex.
I
family on
appreciate
the
you admitting
side.
that. I appreciate you admitting that because that's the clarity. He's admitting that he wasn't.
I
mad
did.
enough.
She knows that. I
So-
told her that.
So with the you've never
don't
heard that
know
before?
That's a
You've never heard
lie.
that before?
That's
No,
a lie.
he never told me.
I
that.
told you.
That's
When
not
you
how
asked
that
for an
went.
apology and an
No.
explanation, I told you
That's
that.
not how
So
that
why?
went,
So
Jamal.
Briana, I'm gonna ask you. So your ex, you were dealing with him still, kind of, when you heard this information?
Yes.
After the information that I heard
She
and
never
heard that he
stopped.
was still dealing and
She
having
never
intercourse
stopped.
with his ex,
She never
I
stopped.
started back conversating with my ex.
And this is 2 months in.
That was just maybe 2 months.
Months in, yeah.
Yes.
So immediately the trust was broken. He was doing it, and then you said, "Well, you doing it, I'm gonna do it too."
Yeah, after I left Jamal, when I found out that his ex, that day his ex called me and telling me all of this about between him and her, I left.
Got
I left
it.
him exactly where he was.
Got it.
No,
Okay.
no,
okay.
no, no.
But you feel like that was how it
No,
was.
she went back and forth with her. Like, she played this innocent role, but she is so messy. Like, she's messy.
messy.
She would go back and forth with her on just like, period. Even with text messages that she asked for to be sent to her, or like they'll cut off
So you
certain
want
parts
me to be
just
quiet? You want me to
How was
listen?
she messy? How was she messy?
Please.
cutting off exactly different, messages to make it seem like, oh, I'm contacting this person or she contacting me, or I'm saying this or that.
So you're saying she would doctor the messages from these other women?
Yeah, just to prove like her point on the
So how would I
situation.
dot something and these women are sending me something? Your ex
What
sending me
women?
something. She's texting me, DM me.
She's sending you
every
exact.
other week
She's sending you an
to let
old
me
point
know
of
that y'all been
conversation, just to what she
still,
wants
that
you to
y'all still
see,
having
so you could be
intercourse, y'all
mad
still
at
doing
me.
other
That's what
stuff,
she's
going
doing.
out, doing
Well, I saw
That's
one
a
of
lie.
myself in her phone, and one of them,
And
that was a whole conversation, and you
that
said,
was a whole conversation
you said,
that
let
she
me
sent.
see. You said, let me see. So
Let
you did
me
ask
see.
it. I saw it in my own eyes.
Let
Old
me
text
see, and
messages
recently
that we
messages
discussed.
that was, no, we didn't discuss
Yes, we
anything.
did.
You
So
just
I'm gonna ask
lied
you
in
this. I'm
your
gonna ask you the
mind.
same question I asked her. So if she was messy from day one, why you stay?
Because I fell for her. I felt in love with her.
So Jamal, why does Briana still believe you're still seeing your ex?
Because everything
'Cause
I
he
do
is.
in the past have shown that, only because I done tit for tat with her. And it's just like,
No, you done tick for tack with your
no, I
ex.
done
because
that
you're
with
still trying to
you
get back with
when
her.
you was still
Let's
doing
be
your
honest.
dirt. She was
Let's be
still
honest.
messing around with her ex at the same time. So
Let's
when
be
I figured that out, that
honest,
she was
Jamal.
doing
Let's be
that,
honest.
of course I'm gonna go do me.
No, you
like
did
why?
you
Why?
and
Why
was
not?
continually
No,
to do.
I
Even
did
while I was
me.
pregnant
Even
with my baby.
when you was pregnant,
Yes.
you still.
You
How do
wanted
you
to go
allow
to-
your ex
he
to
wanted
come to
to
your
go to
new man
Miami.
house that you supposed to have a relationship
He
with?
wanted to go to Miami.
She's serious.
He wanted to do this and that with her. Still going to
She
our house.
seriously
He still
think
has
just because
access
she
to her
pregnant,
house.
that she was pregnant during that
You
time,
have
like
kids
she
with
can't
your
cheat or
ex,
nothing like that.
You still have access to everything.
No, I do
Why?
not.
How?
No, I
Where's
do
the
not. And that's the
respect?
point
Where's
that
the
she don't
boundaries?
understand.
She also,
Where's
he
the
also
That's the
said
point
when
that
you
she
were
don't
pregnant,
understand.
your ex came over. Is that true?
Yes.
When you were
Came
pregnant?
over where?
He said that
To
when you were
our house.
pregnant.
So my relationship, the relationship with my ex is with my mom. I have no control. That is my mom and
Yes,
my
you
dad's
do.
house.
Okay.
Yes,
I have
you
no
do.
control who enter in and out of that house.
I hear you.
Yes,
I
you
done
do.
set my
If
boundaries,
you
I
set your
said my
boundaries with your
piece.
parents and make that more clear with them, then that would be understand. Like, why would they
Then I
still
just
bring your
told
ex around?
Your parents want you with Jamal?
No.
I could tell. And your parents want you with your ex.
Yes.
Your parents want you with your ex. Okay. Your parents is messy. You know that, right?
They are. Oh, yeah.
Where you think she
They
get it
are.
from? Where you think she get it from?
That don't mean I'm messy.
Yes, that does.
So he both the ex and explaining your situations. Okay.
Yeah.
Jamal, so you don't trust her is what I'm getting.
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're doing your dirt.
No, because
And
you
when a man is
seriously
doing
sitting
something
next to me
they ain't got
and
no
texting
business
another
doing,
man
they
to go
always thinking
out.
a
As soon as
woman-
we already have a
they thinking a
baby,
woman
I'm
is
holding
doing
our
something.
child and she texting another
that
to plan
true?
out to go out.
Is that
Sorry.
true? When you had the child, you 3 months old, have you been texting somebody else?
Yes.
Oh, after he did it with
No,
his dirt.
but no,
After
no,
I
that's
found
her, that's her excuse for
After I
everything
found out
that
he
I'm
was
doing
still-
something.
I did
Pretending that
step
I
out.
was
You
with
know that
anybody.
I stepped out.
You
I
did step
stepped out.
You stepped out of the relationship
As
as
a
well.
woman, I'm sitting here letting you know that I stepped out when I found out that he did what he did.
No,
Got
lies,
it.
lies. She didn't find out nothing. It was more than just one
What
person.
was it? What was
more than one person she having a whole conversation with.
Who was I texting?
Yes, you was. Your
Can
ex.
you let me know my
Yes, your ex and your
Okay.
so-called brother.
Okay, so-called brother.
So-called brother.
All right.
So Briana, my producer actually told me another woman sent you photos of Jamal's clothes at her house.
Yes.
Can I see the
So
photo?
as you can see, it's his shorts, his shoes, and his phone. She sent me this to
Be
prove
for real.
a
Be for real.
point
Be
that
for real.
Is that
Be
not
for
your
real.
stuff?
came
Yeah, that's
to
my
the
stuff.
house and they had
That's my
sex.
stuff. That's
No.
old. Do to
That's
her
August
the same
11,
way you do to her.
2023
Briana
when
is
she that
messy
picture.
just as the same.
Can
So
you
you know,
explain
when
what's going
you
on?
send photos, you can see this date
Yes,
that it's
I
stamped
know.
as. So
I
she's saying
know.
it's in August of 2023. So this is recent.
No.
Make it make
So what are your
No.
thoughts on that?
Same thing. They do like them two go back and forth.
I understand that
on
they
it.
that, but that doesn't explain your behavior. What that's what I'm
Exactly.
trying to say. I understand that they go back and forth, but what about
My
your
behavior
behavior?
still me doing me while she doing her.
Did you or did
'Cause
you not have
wanna
sex with her
send
that
him.
day?
Yes, I did. Just like you had sex and stuff
So
with
why
your
keep
ex.
denying
Just like
and
you had
lying
your ex
about
pick
it?
you up and
Why
y'all went
keep-
out.
So the funny part is, Jamal, I realized because of this trust issues, you asked Briana to turn over her phone as well.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, then. So before we unlock these phones, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back.
2 phones unlocked. And something will happen that has never happened before.
Did you or did
Because
you
you
not have
wanna
sex with her
send
that
him.
day?
Yes, I did. Just like you had sex and stuff
So
with
why
your
keep
ex.
denying
Just like
and
you had
lying
your ex
about
pick
it?
you up and
Why
y'all went
keep-
out.
So the funny part is, Jamal, I realized because of this trust issues, you asked Briana to turn over her phone as well.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, then. I think it's time to unlock the phone. Briana, we unlocked your phone. Jamal, we unlocked your phone. And I gotta tell you, I don't see any point in going to and unlocking these phones. This is stupid to me. I'm be real with y'all. And the reason being, let me be real right now. Y'all have already admitted to everything. Y'all, I have counted already right now, tit for tat. Both of y'all said we go tit for tat 7 different times on this stage. You just admitted calling her and saying, I found in her phone, I saw the pictures. Y'all know everything. So what am I unlocking phones for? That's a waste of time. It's a waste of your time. So my question to you both, and this is serious, do you want to keep co-signing each other's bad behavior, or do you want to start learning how to co-parent? Because right now, there's nothing healthy in this situation. Y'all know my priorities, as always on this show, is the child. Because as adults, you'll bounce back. But all these things that your child sees y'all going back and forth will be patterns that they pick up and develop, and that they will continue with the rest of their life.
Co-parenting would be fine with me. I don't want to keep doing this back and forth.
You can't.
It's not healthy.
It's not
I love my baby. So I need to be better for her as a mother.
You know this is not good for you.
Yeah.
You know it's not. You know it's not. Come on. Just as much as she doesn't deserve this, you don't deserve this either.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't you deserve somebody who's going to understand you, love you? You're not going to have to check their phone. You're not going to have to do this stuff. Don't you believe you deserve that?
Yes, I do.
Don't you believe she deserves somebody that she doesn't have to worry about women sending her texts?
Yes, I told her that plenty of times before. Like, she deserves something better. You know, when we came to that.
When the hell you tell me that? Because
Well,
why is it keep...
You know what? Well,
When
guess
the hell
what?
I tell you that?
Regardless,
Why does it keep-
well, guess what? Regardless if he
When
ever
you
said
still
it in the
going through that,
past, he's
through
saying
those
it now.
moments.
The question is, can you hear it?
I'm hearing it.
Because he's telling you deserve something. That is the most honest and kindest gift that y'all could give to each other in this relationship. The only ex you need to be worried about is the example for that daughter y'all have. So I'm gonna ask you to turn to each other and say, what do you want to do next? Tell him what you want to do next, and you tell her. And speak from your heart and think about your daughter.
We need to just call it quits and just co-parent and try to do better for her. And just let that be that.
I agree. Co-parent is best for her.
Can y'all?
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, that is the most honest and sane thing that has come out of both of y'all mouth.
Yeah.
I wish y'all the best of luck. Sorry I had to rip up y'all and lock the phone, but I like to be dramatic. I'm sorry, I like to be dramatic. Good luck, y'all, all right? I really do. I really am praying for y'all. Good luck, seriously. Everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.